In the news this week, exclusive Pauline Hanson talks youth, Australian media and the state of One Nation in a visit to Perth.
The Liberal Party wrestles control of Darling Range as Alyssa Hayden claims the by-election victory.
A potential third runway on the cards as Perth Airport begins public consultation. And
missing elderly man Ian Collett found deceased as police recover a body in Ashendon.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Leung and Danielle Staniskov.
Good evening. Love her or hate her, but you can't ignore her. One Nation leader and Senator Pauline Hanson has always been an outspoken, controversial politician. It isn't often that we get to have a candid chat with Ms. Hanson, but in an exclusive interview we've discussed many topics, particularly youth concerns. Here's an extract.
Young people's issues are mainly to do with jobs, their futures, and most importantly, their health. And what do you make of the current state? I mean, the jobs are failing. Why the jobs are failing in your opinion?
Oh, look, the apprenticeship schemes have been cut dramatically, so we're not offering apprenticeship schemes for people. We push young ones onto further education. Not everyone are going to go on to be, professionals. We're not allowing them the opportunity to actually have the trades, and we should get back to that.
The next generation, particularly the young voters, believe that they're very disconnected from politics. Do you know why?
Look, I don't think there's enough of political education that's taught in our schools. They have the young ones coming through around about grade 6 or 7 to Parliament House in Canberra, but then there's no more education on politics prior to that. And a lot of kids leave school, they don't even understand about voting. They don't understand the different levels of government.
If you remember the $100,000 degree thing, the Greens did talk about then, I believe that you obviously know about this. Do you believe that education in Australia has become very unaffordable for young people?
No, I don't. Not at all.
Why not?
Because there's a HEC scheme.
But a lot of young people believe that education should be free. So you believe that uni should not be free at all?
No, it shouldn't be free. Why should it be free?
How are they going to get ahead if they're not They're not going to afford uni in the first place, even though some people say, I don't want to play HECS debt.
Yeah, they're going on to get a higher education to actually then get a better pay in their life. So what about the kids? What about the ones that are out there working? What about the taxpayers that are actually working at their 15 or 16 because they can leave school at 15? What about they're paying, their taxes so someone can go to uni as if it's for free?
And you can watch a full Pauline Hanson interview on Western Perspective after the news. The Liberal Party has clawed back the Darling Range electorate, with the party regaining control of the seat in the by-election. Party candidate Alyssa Hayden won the seat, and as Andrew Fuster reports, the Liberals will be in the seat for the first time since before the last state election.
A surprise victory for the Liberal Party, a potential sign of voter discontent for Mark McGowan. The Liberal Party's Alyssa Hayden has achieved a massive 9.4% swing after trailing Labor in the polls.
To everyone in the seat of Darling Range, thank you for giving me your trust, and I will deliver back on that. You have my word.
In a by-election that has been unusually lively considering it will not affect the state government's majority, the electorate of Darling Range has decided to vote for a change.
My plan is to win back the faith of the people of Darling Range.
Voters decided to send McGowan a clear message by electing the Liberal Party in a massive swing from the state election.
Continued to break his promises. You know what? Mark McGowan will be a one-term Premier.
The trouble for Labor started when former government MP Barry Urban resigned over a scandal involving faking service medals at an Anzac ceremony. Labor's initial candidate, Colleen Yates, suffered a similar fate after questions emerged about her education achievements.
It was a very tough by-election and very tough circumstances, as we're all aware. The circumstances were not of our choosing. The circumstances beyond our control, and clearly they had an impact on the attitude of voters and a result that is reflected.
Andrew Fuster, WAMN News.
To other stories, animal rights activists have responded positively towards the federal government's move to suspend the licence of a livestock shipping company. In a statement, the Department of Agriculture says exporters need to make sure it meets the obligation on health and welfare of animals. The suspension marks another blow to the livestock industry, with farmers warning local jobs may be at risk.
Our call to the state Labor government is to back your Minister of Agriculture, who has been trying to do the best for the farmers outside of keeping the trade going. Like, the farmers think the best thing she can do for us is to let the trade continue. But that's just it's not going to happen. It's been proved that it's untenable.
A third runway at Perth Airport could be in the works as public consultation gets underway into the new airport project. $520 million will be invested into construction of the runway to ensure safe, effective and efficient aviation, whilst also creating 500 jobs for the state. The airport says the community will get a chance to have their say about the project.
We have to get that balance between making sure the community is properly consulted and also making sure that Perth continues to grow as an international city. That is where the discussion's at, and there are a number of other processes to go through, and I hope that the community can work together.
The family of missing man Ian Collett are currently being consoled after a body believed to be the elderly man was found in Ashendon. A road worker found the body along Albany Highway near Hakea Road at around 9:30 a.m. on Thursday. Police say Mr. Collette's family members are gutted, but forensics will confirm the identity of the body.
They're gutted, absolutely gutted. It's not the outcome they were seeking, but hopefully if we confirm, and we will confirm through forensic process, that should give the family some closure, which we are happy about.
The US and South Korea will suspend 2 training exercises to support diplomatic negotiations with North Korea. A White House spokesperson says the select exercises will be indefinitely suspended to support the implementation of outcomes from the Singapore summit. And New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern is now a new mum. She gave birth to a baby girl in Auckland on Thursday, becoming only the second world leader to do so while in office.
And finally this week, Surf Life Saving WA will be getting a boost to their rescue operations with funding for new equipment. Nearly $1.4 million will be devoted to fund crucial life-saving gear and vehicles, including jet skis, rescue boats, defibrillators and life jackets. The funding is a renewal of an agreement that's taken place since 2007.
There's 31 clubs in Western Australia, from Broome in the north to Esperance in the south and to the east. This benefits all clubs, so on a rolling 3-year basis, each surf club gets one of those and one of those, which are really expensive pieces of equipment funded through DFES. It ensures that our clubs get to use to keep the entire coastline of Western Australia safe.
That's our weekly news and current affairs. For all the latest happenings, you can visit our website and Facebook page.
From Danny and myself and the rest of the team, until 8 o'clock next Sunday, a very good evening to you.
Good night.